Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to a brand new video. Today I figured we would go ahead and tackle the question of how does Mario Maker determine what difficulty your level is? The way we're going to do this is we're going to upload a lot of levels and essentially check the difficulty on them and change one variable at a time to see if they have any effect on the level difficulty or not. For the first few levels, I'm just going to die a bunch of times because that's one of the most believed theories in terms of difficulty, that if you die a lot, you're going to be automatically put into Super Expert. If you don't die, then you're going to be put into Easy and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and test this out by going into this world. And all of these worlds are just copies of each other's, just so I don't have to like copy and paste this later. And I'm going to go ahead and complete this level straight ahead without dying. Super straightforward. This should be in Easy mode. Now, how are we going to test the difficulty? Well, on my Discord server, which by the way, you should join if you're not already in it, I have created a bot that lets you check the difficulty of a level, among other things. I want to make that bot as cool as I can, but one of the commands I implemented was the difficulty command. All you have to do is put the course ID, and it'll give you the difficulty. Now that the upload is complete, I can go ahead and type in the code. If I do ! difficulty, we see that the level is in Easy mode. And that's exactly what we wanted. And that's what we expected. So what happens if I die, let's say, 5 times? Will that put us into normal mode? Or will we still stay in Easy mode? Because we have to remember that's like, unless Mario Maker has some really fancy AI, they have no way of testing how difficult a level is based on the layout itself. So they don't really have a whole lot of data to go off of, so I'm pretty sure deaths is one of the main ones they look at. And I think this is my 4th death, maybe my 5th. I think it's my 4th. So let's die one more time. We'll upload this level, and then I'll go ahead and check the difficulty using my bot once more. So that's 5, I think. I don't know. Let's clear the level, and then let's check out the bot. Okay, so now we got this course uploaded. Let's go ahead and check the difficulty of it. First I gotta type in the code, of course. And this is now in expert mode. That is surprising to me. I died 5 times, and this placed it in expert mode. So what happens if I die only, let's say, twice? What happens if I die twice? Or actually, let's try once. Maybe it's looking at how quickly I'm dying. Maybe it's like, wow, this person died instantly in their level. It's probably a troll level, so it's an expert. Obviously, it's a lot more complicated than that, but now I'm curious. If this gets put into Easy mode, then this might not be as clear as we had anticipated. Okay, so let's go ahead and check the difficulty. So I died 0 times, I got placed in Easy. I died 5 times, I was placed in Expert. I died once, and I was placed in Normal mode. That's super interesting. So that means I'm gonna die 25 times. That means we can possibly put this level in Super Expert. That's wild. So right away, it seems pretty obvious that deaths are a huge, if not the main factor that goes into grading a level. And thinking about it, it makes sense, right? Because even if someone uploads a really ridiculous Kaizo level, right? And somehow they're able to clear check it without dying once, it'll be placed in Easy, sure, with the information we know. There's still some other things I want to test, but with the information we know, if they one-shot their Kaizo level, it'll be placed in Easy. However, that's just the initial rating, right? Over time, as more people play it, it'll become obvious that this Kaizo level is actually not easy. And over time, it'll be adjusted and it'll be placed in its proper difficulty, which will be like Expert or Super Expert, depending on the level. So at the end of the day, the initial placement doesn't really matter because it's going to be curated later on. When you have such a large sample base and population that will do like the testing for you, then you don't have to worry about the long-term effects. All you have to do is focus on, you know, the initial placing, and that'll be adjusted. It's kind of like if anyone's ever played, I don't know, like chess on chess.com, and you can do some placement matches and you might have a super high rating, might be inflated, but as time progresses, your true rating is going to show. So I think that's kind of like the same methodology that goes into it, but I want to test other things. Okay, let's die one more time, and let's clear this level. And I feel like this should be in Super Expert now, right? Probably Super Expert? I think so. Okay, I really, really hope that this is going to be placed in Super Expert. This level is officially in Super Expert. Oh my goodness, this level's in Super Expert. That's actually so funny. Oh, I love that so much. I love that this level is in Super Expert. So it seems pretty obvious that the initial difficulty of a level is pretty much just based on the amount of times you've died. Well, at least for now. I want to test 2 more theories that I've seen talked about and see what's up. So the first one is going to be the amount of enemies in your level. I've seen some people say that if a level has like a ton of enemies, then Nintendo is automatically going to assume that it's going to be a difficult level. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clear all of these without dying and see if the amount of enemies on screen actually do make a difference. So based off our research, we already know that this one's going to be in easy mode. So in reality, there's no real reason to upload this now that I think about it. So I'm going to back out actually and move on to the next one. So we're going to add like 3 boom booms maybe. That could be cool. Let's add a boom boom. Let's add a Bowser. Who doesn't like Bowser? And let's add a BJR, sure. There's 3 enemies on screen now. So let's go ahead and upload this one. Try not to die, that would be very embarrassing. And see if the difficulty changes at all. So we'll do that. Pretty straightforward, no deaths. If the amount of enemies don't matter, then we should be placed in easy mode once again. If it somehow ends up in normal mode, then things will get interesting. Okay, so it's still in easy mode regardless of having 3 enemies on screen. So now we have the green light to move on to a lot of enemies. Let's just skip the 5 enemies and go straight into a lot of enemies. I'm going to try to like essentially reach the limit, the entity limit, and try not to die at the same time. So we'll have, we'll have Bowser stack, good old Bowser stack. We'll have a Boom Boom stack. I can't stack Boom Booms? Wait, can I not stack Boom Booms? Yes, I can. We'll have a Boom Boom stack going. So we're out of Koopalings, we're out of Bowsers. Oh no, we can still add Koopalings. Sure, we'll add Lemmy. We'll add some Lemmies in here. Is that it for the Koopalings? We're out of Koopalings. Okay, we've reached the limit of ghosts. Anything else we can add, or is that the actual entity limit? Alright, we've reached the entity limit for mobs on screen. Let's go ahead and publish this guy and see what happens. If it's still an easy, then we know that enemies don't matter. It's all about deaths. Let's go ahead and just do that. A million 1-ups, you're welcome. And publish this guy. So this is still an easy mode. Okay, so this is still an easy mode regardless of reaching the entity limit for enemies. So that pretty much busts the idea that the amount of enemies in a level also has an effect on the difficulty. There's one more thing I want to check, and that is the idea of having a bunch of like spikes and fire bars on screen. I don't think we're gonna have a different result. It seems pretty clear that the difficulty is based off of deaths, but I'll try it anyways. Okay, I have literally filled every single possible gap with spikes. So let's go ahead and upload this guy. And try not to die, first of all. And see if this gets placed somewhere besides easy mode. Oh, this is kind of scary. There we go, no problem. Okay, let's see what the results are for this one. If we have a million spikes everywhere, is that still an easy? Okay. I think that's pretty conclusive if I'm being honest. It really does seem like the only thing that matters when it comes to placing a difficulty down is the amount of times you die. I feel like for this to be conclusive, all I have to do is go to this spam page and literally spam everything. We're gonna put spikes everywhere, we're gonna put fire bars everywhere, we're gonna put cannons everywhere. It's literally gonna be a mess. And if this is still an easy mode after this, then I don't know what to tell you. I guess it's all reliant on deaths. That's it. So if you want your super difficult Kaizo to be an easy mode and troll people, beat it on the first try, I guess. Beat it on the first try. I should say though that it probably won't be an easy mode for long, because as soon as people start dying on it, then it's going to be properly placed in like expert or whatever. So let's put those guys in, let's put some boom booms in here. Let's put a Bowser in here, of course, put some munchers. Yeah, okay. I think we can go ahead and upload this. I think this classifies as Little Timmy. I really don't want to die, that'd be kind of embarrassing. Wait, this is actually kind of tough. I'm actually kind of screwed. Wait, this doesn't count. I didn't think about the boom boom escaping. Oh no, oh no. I did not think about the boom boom escaping. I didn't think this through. Oh, I gotta just send it, I guess. So let's do this again. Let's call it spam 1111. Let's leave it like that. Alright. If we get placed in normal mode, I'm pretty sure you guys understand that I'm gonna have to redo this test, because I don't know if my deaths carried over from the first world, because these are all just copies of my original world. So they might have carried over, who knows. Let's just see what happens first of all. Let's just see what happens. And this is still an easy mode. So I feel like that's pretty concrete evidence that you can have as much spam as you want. You can make a big ol' Little Timmy level, sure. But as long as you beat it on the first try, it's going to be classified as an easy level. The same goes with really complicated Kaizo levels. You can upload the most complicated triple, quadruple shell level. You can have a Sanix, 82 triple shell jumps in a row level. And as long as you do it on the first try without dying, then that's an easy level, according to Mario Maker. We already talked about this at the beginning of the video, but it does make a lot of sense for why that's the case. There's really no true way to create a code that I can think of right now that will be able to accurately dictate what it means for a level to be difficult. So like, I honestly thought that maybe having a lot of spikes would increase the difficulty of the level, but that did not seem to be the case whatsoever. We can have as many spikes, as many enemies as we want, and we'll still be okay. It'll still be easy, given that we don't die. So there we go. I will get rid of these levels so that they don't get in the way and spam up the feed. That's about it. So if you guys ever wanted to know, hey, How is my level in expert or whatever? Simple. How many times did you die? That's pretty much what it comes down to. And yeah, subscribe if you would like. Join the Discord. A lot of cool things happening. This bot is going to be really cool. And I will see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video. Peace out, everybody.